What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Payne. Welcome back to another Payne Plays Games videos. Alright guys, we're going to be trying out Ragnarok Origin ROO. This, if you know anything about me, I'm a huge fan of MMORPGs. I've played every MMORPG under the sun, you name it, New World, WoW, Final Fantasy 14, Final Fantasy 11, EverQuest back in the day, you know, some of the smaller stuff as well too. So, and I still plan to play MMOs when they come out. Like I've played a lot of Lost Ark. I'm still waiting for Ashes of Creation, and I mean there's quite a few more coming down the pipeline. Now, one thing I've never really had a chance to engage myself in is an MMO in a mobile setting. Now, I did play Black Desert online when it came out for MMO, and that was actually pretty damn good. Unfortunately, it just got stale after a while. So BlueStacks reached out to me, so shout out to BlueStacks. I'm playing this on that right now, and they asked me, you know what, can you give this game a chance and give your honest opinion? So first off, I will say this, thank you for BlueStacks for sponsoring this video. As usual, they are my go-to emulator for all games when it comes down to playing on my PC, especially mobile games, because of the control settings, the crisp quality, and everything that offers. So again, you can download the game with the link below in the description if you plan to play MMO. So first off, come and join Ragnarok Origin February 28th. It's already out now, as you guys know. It's March 1st, so happy March to everybody. You can download the PC client as well too if you plan to play it that way, or if you want to play on mobile and connect the two, you can play it on BlueStacks as I'm doing right now. Your journey starts with incredible rewards. So when you log in, you get yourself quite a few different pre-registration rewards. In addition, we prepare something special to welcome your arrival. Don't miss out on the chance to grab the free title Midgardian, and then Portrait Joel Kafra, and Portrait Frame new server, which will be certain to add some cuteness to your journey. And then of course there's other giveaways here as we continue. So let's get into this game, guys, and talk a little bit about what's going on. So the Payon is the server currently that's available for the newest servers. If you look here, there's obviously other ones that are a little bit less hot, I should say. So go ahead, we'll go with the red one here. So hot, you can see here, that means it's the one that most people are starting on, that's brand new. So we'll start the game off, and as usual with like every other MMO, typical fashion style of gameplay, you get to start off creating a character. Now the character of course will be male or female. You guys can see the animation is very cel shaded, which is kind of nice to me. So we'll go ahead and do a male. Usually gonna stick with that. I don't usually make females in games unless I'm forced to. Like Lost Ark, for example, has only certain classes that are females, etc. Right? So normally I would do that. I would avoid doing that for the most part for myself personally. Not that I'm against it or anyway. I think some waifus are pretty damn hot, but for this kind of game, if they give me an option, I usually go for a male. I try to create myself as close as I can to what I look like. Of course, the bald head is not available here, so I can't do that. Let's take a look at the hairstyle. So you get a couple different options. I always like to go with white hair. You want to know why I always go with white hair? It's because of Magus or Magus, whatever you want to call him, from Chrono Trigger. He was my my grown-up that I loved, growing up, that I loved as a character. And Sephiroth, of course. So those are the characters. White hair usually does it for me. So we're going to go ahead with that. Let's see, what do we got here for eye color? Let's go with Mako color, green. Yeah, you know what? Actually, you know what? Let's go with a little bit of white. Nah, actually, purple looks good too. So a couple nice options here. So we'll go with purple. Oh, light blue looks good too. Okay, you know what? We'll go with light blue. Let's go with light blue. I think it kind of looks nice with the white hair. And then, of course, you start off the game in the world to try to see how this plays out. Now, I know most MMORPG games are very, very auto-based. And that's part of the reason why I don't like to always play them on mobile games. So we'll see how this one plays out. So let's load into the game and see what it's all about. Alright guys, here we are into the game now. So I built my character. You can set up an auto build if you want, and then just kind of let the game build on its own. You can auto assign as well too, just to make life a little easier, unless you want to actually maximize your own character stats. Of course, strength, agility, vitality, intellect, dex, and luck are going to play a different role within the character that you plan to choose. So if you, for example, play a swordsman, you probably want to go strength. If you play agility, you want to probably go ranger or archer. Vitality is obviously going to work for tanks and anybody else. So vitality is pretty much your health stat. Intellect is going to play for magicians. Dexterity most likely plays for thieves, and then luck is an overall stat that works for everybody. Okay, so you guys can see it is a very much an MMO type based game. So I'm going to show you guys a couple of different features that you guys can see, and then here's the stats here, the total cost of what you guys require, and then of course the points that you have in your character. This is my character here. I'm a novice currently, and everything's pretty much primarily there. And then here's the game itself. So you guys can see the world is in fact littered with other players. So I am playing on BlueStacks. Again, I can use my PC for this, my mouse and keyboard, which kind of does help. So let's go ahead and register this quest. And again, as I mentioned before, the quest is going to be, let's just put Payneblade here. Sure, let's tap and edit and go Payneblade YT. Okay, we'll go ahead and register. Let's see if this allows it. Usually there's a pretty good chance I get that. Perfect. Okay, good. Successful. Welcome to the game. And then now you can get yourself a novice backpack. NPCs with exclamation marks or ... have quests you can accept or complete. These NPCs will also be marked on the mini map. Okay, so you guys can see these mini map is right up here. So again, a very, very basic structure for most MMOs. The chat is down here. You guys can do photo mode. There's emojis. There's your basic attacks. And then of course you have your quests over here, which you can remove or look into further. If you press the button, there's the miscellaneous and adventures. The miscellaneous are probably your side quests. And then of course, like I said, you can click on the map here and kind of see where the map is at. So if you are a fan of MMOs and you've never played a gacha MMO before, or an MMO that's on a mobile, it's not the worst thing in the world. Like I said, the only biggest problem I have with these MMOs is when they're too auto-based and you don't really have much of a choice. Because here you guys can see, new feature unlock. What is it? Oh, got a backpack. Let's go check it out. Empty. Okay, currently empty. That makes sense. I just got it. It'd be kind of weird if they just had everything in there. And you guys can see here right now, you got yourself this mode here, which I'm not sure what this is. There's no that's a target mode, and then this here is your base. Okay, so you have to build a base, I guess. There you go. There's a base right there. That's kind of cool. Oh, down here, I think I have myself a couple of different things that I can click on. So, overall, I have to say it's very, very basic in regards to the way it's structured and built. The skip button, I'm surprised, doesn't actually let me skip a story. It actually just skips right over the NPC altogether. And so you kind of have to click a little bit here just to get the quest that you need. So follow the receptionist into the garden. Now, the beauty of these games, of course, if you are lacking time, is you click on the story icon and it'll automatically walk the character to that story, right? Which kind of works out really well. In this case, there's a little bit of lag here. I don't know what's going on. There we go. I think it's because I'm still downloading. You guys can see there's a download button. This actual game can be pretty big, being an MMO and all. So the lag is probably there due to the download still happening. So I recommend let this fully download before you actually do play the game. And I think that would make life a little easier. So let's get into here. Let's see what the receptionist does. And hopefully we can get into some combat. You guys can kind of see the combat. Now there are various classes in the game as well too. So just so you guys are aware, I can show you that real quick what the classes look like. So give me a sec here. Let me just go into this, and you guys can see right here, I'm just going to go over to this right here, and you guys can see the classes, right? So the classes, as mentioned, are swordsman. Swordsman can also become various different classes here. There's 3 different tiers. There's mage, which again, 3 different tiers. A merchant, 3 different tiers. Acolyte, 3 different tiers, probably your healer class. Your thief, there's 3 different tiers. And then lastly, your archer. So these are all the classes that are available for you to play in the game. So you've got quite a few different options to go with, which is kind of nice, because usually when there are multiple classes, which means obviously there's different quests you can get to advance your class to something brand new, right? So again, let's go ahead and go keep asking. You can read the story, of course, if you like to. I just want to get to the actual, the meat of the game, which is usually for any MMO is going to be the gameplay itself. The story, unless you're Final Fantasy 14, the story from most MMOs, except for Guild War 2 actually was really good too, are not the greatest. So we're gonna go ahead and try this out and see how the story. I mean, maybe I'll read the story later on, but I do want to get to the combat, right? Because that's where most of this is going to matter. So let's go ahead and jump into the combat. I'll let this load, and we'll get in there right now. Alright guys, after some mundane questing and getting some things done, so just some miscellaneous things just to introduce you to the world, we are now going to be doing some basic training, and this is going to help you guys understand some of the attacks and basic essentials of combat, which of course is the integral part of any MMORPG. So here we go, follow the guide and head to the training ground. There you'll find an instructor who can train you. You guys can see some people already here are battling some of these little slimes, cute little slimes, some bunnies, etc. So these quests are going to be pretty much find, kill, collect, come back, gain level, right? Okay. So there we go. Gotta learn the basis. Bled is going to be our teacher. Alright, so use normal attacks or smite to defeat the lunatics. Okay, so let's go in here and let's try this out, folks. There's a big crit right there. Basic attacks here. And then of course a smite button here is your special. There we go. It's pretty easy stuff. This is, of course, the beginning combat. This is going to be straightforward. Okay, perfect. We got that. Go ahead and get our level. And here you guys can see something unlocks to level 10. Now, I did unlock the mailbox pre-registration items. Make sure you definitely get into there. Okay. Let's equip this. Alright, you guys can see here we actually got ourselves a sword now. There we go.
I know. Come and see me whenever you make up your mind.
Well done. Once you're done, talk to me. We'll begin.
Alright, what do we got here?
Check them out.
Automatic recovery device.
The automatic recovery device to auto-use potions. Go set it up. Tap use
Okay.
to enter settings. Tap plus sign to choose the red potion. Tap plus sign to choose the blue potions you'd like to use.
We'll quick select it. Alright. Done. You guys can see here a couple items. We got a gotcha ticket, super pet coupon, gotcha ticket for summoning. Got ourselves some refining satchel, which gives you guys certain things. Let's just unlock this now while we have a chance. Oh, actually, you know what? No, we're going to hold off to this. We don't know what this is going to be used for yet. So, and then we got pet coupon here. So super pet coupon and regular. So let's see. Can I use this yet? No, not yet. Okay, we got to unlock that still.
You heard me right. To lose is not bad. You're a fast learner. Remember, using skills is the first thing ever.
First aid, play dead. Lie down quickly, causing monsters attacking you to lose their target and exit combat. Okay, that's cool. You don't usually see that. You usually just run away.
We're almost done with your
Okay, we're gonna just skip this. Alright. Pass the Valkyrie's trial and assign stats points. Okay, fair enough. Let's go to the Valkyrie, the goddess of war. And I think we've got some like costumes and stuff that they provide. As you guys can see here, a few new things have been added to the menu. There's first aid, there's smite, there's lay dead, there's attack, and then you're gonna have some skills as well. Now remember, there's multiple classes in this game, so you're gonna be able to do various different skills based on the class you choose. And we can go through that in a future video, of course. Okay, let's go back here and talk to him.
This is Instructor Gray. She's in charge. I think what Instructor Gray means is that you can go pay your respects to the statue of Valkyrie now.
Okay. Pay your respect to the goddess of war with a devoted heart. Okay, how do I do this? Oh, pay respects. Here we go. I was like, where the hell's the button on this thing? Okay, pay the respects.
Her calling is, do not be afraid.
I do like that it's all voice acted. That I have to give a credit. So you can see this is probably Valhalla. So this is based off of Norse mythology, of course being Ragnarok, right? Odin. Ooh, store to trial. Look at that, there's a Valkyrie right there. Well, at least what looks like a Valkyrie. I have the power. I feel like He-Man right now. Okay, there it is. It is Valhalla. Okay, cool. That kind of looks nice, actually. Let's change the... So I've got 29 minutes to complete this. So enter the Valhalla dungeon and complete the objective listed in the top center to clear the dungeon. Okay, so we're going to enter here. This is the first thing we need to do. This reminds me, honestly, of Lost Ark. This whole area actually reminds me of Lost Ark, which is not based off Valhalla, by the way. There's a deity. I'm assuming a Valkyrie. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's talk.
Excellent. Now, you must undergo
Oh.
a trial to prove yourself.
That was unexpected. Lock up. Okay, hold up. I'm assuming these things give you various different stats. Oh, okay, so the more I beat this thing up, the more I beat up the Bahamut, the more things I unlock. Okay, cool. Whooped ya.
Upon you, may the might of Odin be with you.
Okay, so
Passed the trial, and now I shall grant you my power.
the allocation for stats is going to be based, of course, off of your class that you use. So make sure you're allocating it correctly. Now, the best way to find out what you need for classes, I'll show you guys in a few seconds how the distribution for classes work, okay? This is probably where you get to choose your class as well too, I'd imagine. Because there are actually quite a few classes, plus advanced classes within those classes too, right? So, okay. Where are we going? Where are we going? Yeah, we're back into the real world. So while this is loading, let me show you guys real quick the actual classes. Okay, so bear with me here. I'm gonna bring over the screen with you. Okay. So here are the classes, so you guys are aware, and how they distribute. Okay, so this is swordsman. So you guys can see at the bottom of the class as well too. Like right here. So strength, agility, and vitality matters. Right now, as you go further into the classes, you guys can see here the distribution gets bigger. So strength, agility, vitality. Where someone like archer, you're going to use something completely different, right? You have dexterity, agility, and then a mix of vitality or luck or whatever else you want to use. The class for mastersmith is strength, luck, and dexterity. For high priest, you're going to go intellect. Looks like a little bit of dexterity and some luck and some vitality most likely. For Assassin Cross, you're going to go with luck, strength, and agility. And then for mages, you're going to go intellect, dexterity, and luck and vitality. So again, depending on the class you decide to choose, you're going to need to figure out what your best setup is. And that's going to be based off of your stats, obviously, right? So make sure you distribute your stats correctly, and that's going to matter quite a bit. So there you guys go. That's the basis of the game. I'm going to continue playing here. And again, remember, check out the link in the description below. And you guys can also jump on and start playing this game with me. I'll see you guys in this game later on. Take care.